Well, thank you for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations to warm up our body, and then hop into our beloved 26 into yoga sequence with the sun salutes and really with the entire yoga class. If something does not feel right for you today, remember that you can modify, you can do something else, or you can skip it entirely. Yoga is challenging at times, right? There's no question about that, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point of harm for yourself or another person. For the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat. I'm going to stand back and show you in periphery. Bring your feet close together, shoulders down, chest up, look straight ahead. Bring your hands together at heart center. And begin as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you were greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, stomach in, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or even the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop position. From here, on your exhale, stomach in, bend your elbows and lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor, or cobra pose with elbows bent and thighs on the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. At first, bend one knee, straighten the other. You can pedal out your legs, lift your heels to the ceiling, and then press your heels down to the floor. So hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you today, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Reach your arms forward and sink your hips down to your heels. So every plank can be a tabletop, every up dog can be a every up dog can be a cobra, and every down dog can be a child's pose. There's lots of options. On your next inhale, hands to floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, arms with your ears, lift up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more, inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen, hips over heels, back flat. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. If that lowering down motion does not work for you, skip it, go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your down dog or child's pose. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, look forward, lower down. Inhale your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. So for down dog, spread your fingers wide. Notice if all of the weight is in your wrists. Root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index fingers and thumb. So you could like almost lift your wrists off the floor. There's not too much weight, right? Weight is evenly distributed on your hands' palms. Contract your quadricep muscles a little bit, lift your kneecaps, spread your shoulders wide, look for your thighs. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, lift up, knees can bend as you come up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, stretch your spine, down dog or child's pose. Last down dog, try to get your heels to the floor. Keep your hands shoulder width distance, but you can step your feet wider apart if that helps you press your heels down. Shoulders down, hug the elbows in towards each other a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So hopefully that generated a little bit of heat in your body. From here, we're going to hop into 26 into yoga. Come to the middle of your mat with your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Pranayama, deep breathing, 2 sets. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, stand, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way back for the wall behind you. Stretch your arms forward. Elbows touch, pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. palms face the floor, wrists straight, forearms straighten the face. Exhale, now use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a fist, squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. Stretch your arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs. Bring all of your knuckles under your chin, thumbs touch your throat. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine. And begin, inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose, lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, slowly arms forward, elbows touch away from your body. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more and more and more air to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Keep the weight in your heels, thighs tight, glutes tight, stomach in. Exhale, head up. So stomach in, legs locked, just your head drops back. No backward bending, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, come roll out your shoulders and head. We'll continue Ardha Chandrasana with Padasana, half moon with hands to feet pose. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, and then come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels. Press your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears, shoulders down. Inhale, breathing, stretch up. Exhale, breathing, slowly bend your body to the right in a straight line without bending your elbows and knees. Continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility, stretching the left side body, toning the right side body, don't collapse. Lift your chin, lift your chest. It's a very proud posture, and you have a lot to be proud of for practicing yoga today. Good for you. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push your hips to the left, come down, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Come down without bending your elbows and knees. Keep the weight in your heels. Contract your thighs, your glutes, lock your legs, and push your hips a little forward. Suck your stomach in, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Push your right hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Now bring your left shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, push, push, push. Change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes. You can give your head a gentle shake. Look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine backward bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, we're back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down, arms to ears, hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back. Nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes, with a smiling, happy face. Pull on your heels, roll forward, hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, arms with ears, knees can bend. Try to come up with a flat back. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. That's the whole goal, just standing taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Come down without bending your elbows and knees, and also come down without holding your breath. If you ever find that you're gritting your teeth or making like an anguished face or you can't breathe, you might have gone too far. Heart rate might pick up in class, that's okay, but you're always breathing in and out through your nose. Push your left hip a little forward, 2 hips in line. Right shoulder a little forward, 2 shoulders in line. Come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. So imagine you could lean your whole body against a wall behind you. Notice if there's a little bit of a curvature in the lower back, like you're sticking your butt out a little bit. Press your hips forward, really engage your lower abdominal wall, stomach in, slide your breastbone up. Push your right hip forward, keep your hips facing the front of your mat. Same thing with the shoulders, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Notice if the knees or elbows are bending, come up a little bit, push your hips forward. Notice if the hands are coming apart, squeeze your palms together, push your hands back, arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, try to go down with a flat back. It's safer for the spine. Hands to floor, drop your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. Second set, here we go. Bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Notice if the weight is coming into the little toes and the knees are coming apart. That's some hip tightness. Try to keep your hips facing forward rather than turning out. So knees together, hips pointing forward, push the big toes down, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come on up, knees can bend, try to come up, arms with ears, very nice. Arms down, and you let that one go. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches hip width distance, not too big of a step, insides of your feet parallel. Arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, nothing loose or hanging. Stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. So stick your butt out, feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair. From here, stomach in, lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down. As you sit down, imagine somebody's got you by the ponytail, stretching you up so the spine is lifting up even as the knees bend. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down with your knees together. Stop whenever you want or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Take a breath. Second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel. Show you from the side, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, shoulders down, stomach in, sit back and down. So you want to keep the weight in your heels the whole time. See if you can even pick your toes off the floor. Stick your butt out a little bit. You can fold forward more, bend your knees, sit down, eyes parallel to the floor, lift up, lift your chin up, chest up. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, lean back, spread your toes wide, come up all the way in your tiptoes. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if the knees want to go way out or way in. Point your knees in the same direction as your toes. Engage your lower abdominal wall. Sit down for 3, 2, 1. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze knees together. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. Remember, you can stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down, and then stop when there's a gap between your hips and heels. Squeeze your knees together and down, drop your shoulders, lift your chin, and change. Slowly come up, hips forward, knees together. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. Look at your arms, identify which arm is right, which arm is left. Don't mix them up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow, cross first at the elbows. Begin if you can at the wrists, palms together, thumbs towards your face. You can also interlock fingers. Grab a finger or grab opposite shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Just like chair pose, try to get your hips into a chair. Stay down there and bring right leg over your left leg. Right leg over left leg, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot. Now, as you wrap your foot, notice if your knees twist way to the left of center. Bring your knees to the right and upper body to the left. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. And if you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing left arm under right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Remember, you can always grab shoulders, interlock fingers, or grab a thumb. Pull elbows down. Sit down first, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. Left over right, cross twist, and eventually wrap your foot. On this side, notice if your knees twist to the right of center. Bring your knees to the left. So push your right hip a little forward, upper body to the right, left shoulder a little forward. You want elbows over knees, sit down more, and lean your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, right into second set. Swing right arm, under left arm, pull elbows down, one day fingers below the nose, one day wrist straight. Sit down first, try to keep your hips down low, and bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadricep. So the higher you wrap your leg, the more there is to wrap, right? Easier to twist. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like rope, sit down, and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head. Last one. Left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull elbows down. One day fingers below the nose, show you from the side. Sit down, stay down there, and bring left leg over right leg. So this side might feel a little or a lot different for you. It does for me. On the other side, I can almost get my fingers below my nose. Not so much here. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right. Stick your butt out, fold forward to sit down, stomach in. Everybody lean your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Okay. Let us continue. Actually, I'm going to adjust this camera angle just a little bit. Okay, now let us continue. Standing head to knee, Dandasana, Janu Sirsasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right thigh up. Then point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Hips forward, stomach in, start to round down, and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Nice tight webbing to webbing grip. Standing leg should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken. You have no knee. If you've been coming for a while and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is parallel to the floor. Notice if your heel is turning in, turn your right heel a little to the right, heel towards the floor, big toe towards the ceiling. If both legs lock, start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, bring your chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg, showing you from the side. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Lift your left thigh up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Stomach in, hips forward, round down. Now, as you round down, notice if your butt sticks out a lot, right? That's really normal. Eventually, you're gonna keep your hip over your knee, over your ankle. You're welcome to lift your knee and thigh higher into your chest to start, so you don't have to round down as much. When you're ready, start to kick your heel forward. And it's a real kick forward, flex back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If the standing leg is bending a lot, that's just tightness in the knees and hips. Think about lifting your hips up, So your knee is over your ankle rather than your big toe. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down, shoulders down, chest down, heel forward, toes back, hips forward, stomach in. Change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back, do a little back bend, or an even second set. Shift your weight to your left leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot. Contract inner thigh as well as outer thigh. Squeeze your left butt cheek, lift your left kneecap up. Lift right thigh up, flex your toes back, engage your abdominal wall. Round down and pick up your right foot. Relax your jaw, relax your face, stomach in, leg locked. Here we go. Lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. Good for you. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, squeeze your right thigh, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, engage your abdominal wall, round down, and pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers that are locked, thumbs under your foot, webbing to webbing grip. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Lift your left leg up. Make sure heel is in line with your hip. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles slowly. Tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Lock your knee. Take your time as you reverse out, step by step. No rush. Good for you. Okay, that was a forward curl, a compression posture. Next, we're going to do a back bend, opening the front of the body. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together. Bring your right hand up. Elbow touches the body, palm faces the ceiling. Bring your hand out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Woo! Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone. Bring your left arm up, right hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your left thigh. Point your right toes. Take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your right leg back and up. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick really hard. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Very nice change. Slowly kick yourself up. Other side, bring your left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your shoulder. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. You can always pick up your foot from the outside and stay here, or walk your hand around. Bring your right arm up, left hip forward, knees together. Squeeze your right thigh, lift your right kneecap, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. Take your time. Evenly distribute your body weight on your standing foot without grabbing the floor with your toes. Keep your right toes relaxed. Point your left toes and stretch your shoulders apart. So right shoulder forward, right tricep tight, left shoulder back. Slowly bring body down, leg up, kick towards the ceiling. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly. Kick yourself up. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, you can do it. Pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, right hip forward, try to get your knees and hips in line. Lift your left kneecap, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Right hip down a little bit, left shoulder forward a little bit. See the foot come over the top of your head. Notice that the hips are lifting so much that the foot's coming to the left of your head. Drop your right hip down, slide the left shoulder forward, relax your jaw, and breathe. Time to come down, body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Awesome, change slowly, kick yourself up. So good. Last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, right arm up, left hip forward, thighs together. Squeeze your right thigh, point your left toe, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your right hand faces the floor. Get your right arm parallel to the floor, slide your shoulders apart, body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Okay, come to the back of your mat, Tula Dandasana, balancing stick. In this posture, you want to keep a flat back, feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs and lean back. Step your right foot forward, stretch up first, point your left toes, and slowly tilt like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom. Not a broken umbrella, stretch, 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 change. Whew. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back. Step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes, and slowly tilt like a slow moving seesaw. Chest down, chin forward, lift your right leg up, body down more, leg up more, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Remember, always form before death. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. This is a big shoulder opener. Step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes and tilt. So squeeze both butt cheeks super hard the whole time. If you notice you're collapsing like a broken umbrella, lift up a little bit, keep your arms with your ears, one day body parallel to the floor. For today, just stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, last one, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your right toes and tilt. So one day everything parallel to the floor, but again, better to stay light and lifted with a flat back than to come down like a broken umbrella. Slowly over time, body down to parallel, leg to parallel, body down, leg up, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. You can come to the top of your mat and face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will continue to face you, standing, separate legs stretching, Dandayamana, Bikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward. Good. Grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, you can grab your pinky toes, you can take a bigger step, and you can always start with your hands on the floor in front of you, especially if you have tight knees and hamstring. Everybody roll forward. You want the weight forward into the balls of your feet or into your hands. Hips over heels, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, pull, stretch. One day forehead touches the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna float a triangle Trikonasana. Push your hips forward, lean your upper body back. Turn your right foot out, and most people want to take a bigger step here. You want your feet under your hands, like a marionette, right? Okay, bend your right leg and lunge. The goal here is to eventually get your right thigh parallel to the floor to open the hips. Taking a bigger step or turning your left heel out might help you sit down more. Lean back and move your arms at the same time. Right elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. Stretch down, aim your fingers between your big and second toe, but don't quite touch the floor. Don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, profile of your face visible to the long side of your mat. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. So when we have tight knees and hips, sometimes we can't sit down all the way, even with a bigger step. That's okay, sit as low as you can. Keep your spine straight in the middle, chest opening, and move your arms. So at first, maybe just the forearm in front of the knee. That way you still have a long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. What you don't want is either lifting up too much so that the spine is totally straight, or coming down too much so that the spine is totally rounding, right? You want a long diagonal stretch. As you're ready, you're gonna bend your left knee, sit down more, turn, twist, lock your right leg, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, Left toes in, arms up, palms together, thumbs crossed, standing, separate leg head to knee, Janu Shavasana. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back toes in. Push your hips forward until your hips are in line. Maybe your inner thighs touch. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Chin to chest. Stomach in. Bend your right leg. Touch your knee and head together. So this is a rounded spine posture. It's really good for compression. We're strengthening, toning the front of the body. And it's good for digestion, kind of massaging the internal organs. It's also a nice way to create space between your vertebrae, but it can be a little bit intense. Eventually your forehead and knee touch, but you're never forcing your spine, especially if you have a history of slip discs or it feels like your back is like tugging or pulling and not in a good way. Ease up a little bit. Just tuck your chin to your chest. One day forehead and knee touch. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels, turn your back toes in, push your right foot forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So when this sequence was created in the 70s, it was done in a regular, it was done in a regular temperature room. And then, Bikram was like, oh, let's put it in heat. So we did like an 80-degree room. And then people are like, make it hotter. So then we did like a 90-degree room. And now for the last 20 years, we've done this style of yoga in an 105-degree room. Tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead on your knee. This posture, you can do it outside of a heated room, right? I'm doing it in a regular temperature room today, but it is a posture that's a little bit easier in a hot room. So just make sure if you're not in a hot room that you're not forcing your spine to round. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Does that make sense? When these postures are done in an 105-degree room, on the one hand, it's hard, but on the other hand, the muscles are likely to open a little bit faster. You can still do the postures in a 65-degree room, 70-degree room. You just have to take it a little bit slower. Second set stretching, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, big step, toes in, heels out, chest up, and swan dive forward. And I love the heat. Don't get me wrong, I miss it. I'm stoked to go back to the hot room after COVID. Bend your elbows back, lift your shoulders, roll forward, touch your forehead to the floor. But I do think that there's some value in practicing these postures in a non-heated room. With the heat, right, the body opens up a little bit faster. But when you're not in a hot room, it's a little bit easier to see naturally where your body is with postures. Lock both legs, arms out, change. Slowly come up, take your time. Second set triangle, push your hips forward, lean back, turn your right foot out, take a bigger step, bend your right leg and lunge. Sit down, lean back and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. If you feel like your feet are sliding apart, try to squeeze your heels back together. Feet stay in place, but that's the inner thigh strength you want to engage. Drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, turn, twist, open your chest, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, push the right heel into the floor, right toes in, left toes out, make sure your heels are in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge. Notice if your knee is going to the right of your ankle, try to get your knee tracking with your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers between big and second toe, look up, stretch up. You want to bring the left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, and then use your triceps. Reach your right arm up, stretch your left arm down, feel a huge stretch in your chest, sit down, chest up, turn, twist, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, push the left heel into the floor, left toes in, arms up, head to knee, Janu Shavasana, only cross your thumbs. Pivot on your heels, turn back toes in, push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. So when we go slow, we work a little bit more on balance and strength. And when we go slow, we also are a little bit more attuned to if something is ouch, that hurts, right? When you go slow, then you notice that stuff and you can adjust. So again, never forcing the body, but to touch the forehead and knee together, you can take a bigger step. You can bend your front leg. You can tuck your chin to your chest and bring forehead and knee close together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. I'm gonna show you from the front. Uncross your heels, heels are in a line but not crisscross. Turn back toes in, and then you can push your right hip forward, palms together, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. For balance challenge, maybe keep your hands together. Bend front leg, touch your head together. Stretch your fingers just beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight to your front foot, left hip up, right hip forward, two hips in line, throat choked, eyes open, jaw relaxed, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee first. Lock both legs. Hands together if they're separated. Change. Slowly come up, palms together, wrists straight, biceps with ears, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat, tree and then toe. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, touch your heel to your costume, sole of foot flat to the ceiling. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knee. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up. Elbows down, spine straight. Option to stay here in Tadasana or flow to Padangusthasana toe stand. Start to fold forward. Try to keep your standing leg straight. Hands to floor. Walk your hands forward, lean forward. Put your weight in your arms. Lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Make sure you're breathing through your nose. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, palms together, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you. Change. Right leg down, squeeze your right thigh, lift your left leg up. And this side again might be a little or a lot different. It is for me. Heel to costume. Bring your left hand up. And if you can balance right hand, ooh, my foot almost stayed. If your foot slides, hold on to your foot. Option to stay here. Work on opening the hips and stretching the chest. Otherwise, toe stand, fold forward, hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Breathe to your nose. Left hand up, right hand, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. Then you can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Good for you. Change. Left leg down. Honor yourself. Give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around Savasana. I'm going to adjust our camera angle one more time. We are on the floor for the rest of class. Okay. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And an even slower exhale through your nose. When you're moving pose, Pavana Muktasana, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, just below the knee, nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. This is great for digestion and it's a nice hip opener. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So you're purposely putting pressure on your lower abdomen. Try to keep the right shoulder down, right sit bone down, right calf muscle on the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class. If you can't grab your elbows, and if you still can't grab your elbows, at least you tried, right? Put your hands on your knees, you can interlock your fingers, grab wrists or forearms, get as compact as possible, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Good, change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, pull your knee out and down, bring your right foot a little to the right, so your ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder all run parallel to your spine. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. So this is part of the hip opening series, just like tree pose and toe stand, right? It's a little different Rather than bringing your heel to your costume, you want to bring your foot to the left. Change. Left leg down, both legs up. Grab your elbows at each other. Give yourself a big hug. This posture is good for digestion. It's good for giving yourself a hug. And it's good for back alignment as well. Without lifting your head, look down the center line of your body a little bit, and then press your knees, shins into your forearms a little bit. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good. Change. Arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back today, any back pain, skip the sit up, especially the first sit up. You just roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, cross your thumbs. Keep your heels on the floor, stomach in. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra. Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only. Just your belly button on the floor. The rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent. They make an L, a 90-degree angle. Hug your arms into your sides. Draw your elbows down to your hips. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Feet together. Lock your legs. Lift your chest up. Good. Change. Slowly with control. Lower down. Look to your right. Left ear on your mat. Arms down. Palms face the ceiling. Toes together. Heels fall open. Second set. Bring your chin forward. Hands flat on the floor below your shoulders. Feet together. Lock your legs. Look up and lift. So push your hands into the floor a little bit here to start to wake up the upper spine muscles, right? Push the hands down, push feet and hips down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your left, right here on your mat, arms down, heels open. Chin forward, Lokish, Shalabhasana, chin forward, eyes open. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor, arms straight position. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or as you're ready, bring your arms underneath you. Elbows might be uncomfortable here, and that's okay. But if it's causing you pain in your arms to bring the arms under the body, keep them out to the side, palms face down. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So this is a great example of a posture. It's a little uncomfortable. It's a little claustrophobic, arms under the body, right? Not so fun. The heart rate picks up a little bit. That's okay, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point where you're like gritting your teeth or making an anguished face. Change. Right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So if like discomfort and pain were a color, it's okay to be like a yellow here, but not a red, right? Shoulders down, triceps tight, lock your left leg, lift your thigh up, change. Left leg down, third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up, you can do it. Struggle a little harder, don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, bring your arms out, look to the right, and take a breath. Second set, keeping the heart rate up, chin forward, arms straight. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you. Lock your right leg. Point your right toes. Lift your right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Lock your leg. 3. Eyes open. 2, 1. Change. Right leg down. Relax right leg. Lock left leg. Point your left toes. Lift your left leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall. Use your left big toe. Try to keep your hip and forearm in contact. Change. Left leg down. Grand finale. Mouth down. Spread your fingers wide. Micro bend your elbows. Mouth down. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs and lift both legs up. Use your hips and forearms for leverage. Roll forward. Push your hands back. Push your knuckles into the floor, not just your wrists. Mouth down. Squeeze your butt. Lock your legs. Lift your thighs up. Change. Lower down. Arms out. Look to the left and let that one go. Think about standing a little taller, even though you're lying down. Full locust, Purna Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like an airplane taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Beautiful. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Keep your feet together, knees together. Walk your legs with your thighs up, chin up, chest up. Look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change. Slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to your right and breathe. Second set, chin forward, arms out, feet together. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. This posture is so good for your back. All of the postures on the stomach, it's called the spine strengthening series. They're so good for strengthening your back and stretching through the front of the body, right? Keep your neck in line with the rest of your head. So you're not dropping your head all the way down. You're also not jamming it back. Thighs tight, glutes tight, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and let that one go. Dhanurasana, floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs. I always have to adjust my stomach a little bit, bend your legs. Grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and kick into your hands. If you can't grab both feet, try to grab one foot, opposite arm out in front. You can also place a belt or a towel around your feet, and that just makes your arms a little longer. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and hips. Hold still, do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Kick, kick, kick. Very nice. Change. Slowly lower down. Looks so good. Look to your right, left ear on your mat. Take a nice, slow, easy breath. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet or other foot, point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up towards the ceiling, and kick into your hands. Try to bring knees in, feet out, wrists straight. Lift your chest, lift your big toes to the ceiling, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. Body down, legs up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly lower down, look to your left, right ear on your mat, breathing in. Let it all go through the exhale breath. Chin forward, hands to floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat, fixed firm, Supta Vidrasana. I'll show you from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees, open your feet. And as you're ready, walk your hands back and sink your hips down. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. Eventually sit down between your heels. Put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head to the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is just perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Change. Put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Again, think about standing taller, even though you're lying down. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Everything stretching and realigning. You are always welcome to skip sit-ups by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Very nice. Come to the top of your mat, second set. If first set was rough, try opening your knees even wider. Point your toes to the back wall. As you're ready, walk your hands back. If you can, sink your hips down. Again, never forcing the body. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow. Drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head. Grab your elbows, each other, and hold. Good. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up. Head up last. Turn around. Savasana. So we got this lovely piece of furniture on Facebook Marketplace last night, and it's real wood, which is cool. It's this beautiful bookshelf. We got it for cheap. The guy that we got it from told us like his friend's uncle made it, so it's real wood, but it's not like made from the factory. It's pretty cool. We're gonna use it for books. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. More on that in a minute. Come to the back of your mat, half tortoise, Ardha Kramasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down, chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Slide your pinky fingers forward, sink your hips down. Try to keep elbows and wrists off the floor. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, come on up. You can always walk yourself in and out of the posture or come up, arms of your ears. Nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. And it's funny, you know, we got it last night. We actually like drove it home on the roof of our car and brought it in. And then I started sneezing a lot and we realized that the person that we bought it from had a cat. So then we cleaned off the bookshelf, but I still haven't like inspected it, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the back of your mat for half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana, second set. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down, chin away from your chest, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, arms with your ears, come on up, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. But what I've realized about this bookshelf while we're practicing is because I'm like on the floor and looking up, I can see the underbelly of the bookshelf and I can see that it's really beautifully like imperfect wood. Again, like it was the guy that we bought it from, like his friend's uncle made it. So it's kind of, it's really cool. There's like little pock marks all on the underbelly of the shelf. So it's really beautiful to look at. And I'm not sure that I would have ever noticed that had I not been doing yoga in this space. I'm not sure I would have thought, be like, let me squat down and look up, right, from a weird angle. And yet yoga has given me this really cool new perspective on this new thing in our home. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Come to the top of your mat for Camel Ustrasana or Vikas back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and feet. Put your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Go slow, hips forward, squeeze your butt. Look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head goes back. Option to stay here or go back halfway, freeze in the middle. And when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. If it hurts to grab your heels, if you can't grab your heels, or if you have to lean way back to grab them, keep your hands on your back. It's safer support for your spine. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Change. Put your hands on your back. Push yourself up, head up last. Turn around, Savasana. And I had a similar experience when I was home in Seattle of like I practiced in a bunch of different places, right? An Airbnb when I was quarantining, and then 2 different areas of my parents' house, and then a family friend's cabin. And every time, even in my parents' house, right, where I'm like fairly familiar with it, it's not our childhood home, but I'm fairly familiar with the space, I would notice new things in yoga because my perspective had shifted, right? Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat. Second set, you can roll up your mat if this posture aggravates your knees. And that's true for any posture on your knees or ankles. You can always put some extra padding there. Put your hands on your back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin, let your head go back. Option to keep your hands on your back and go back halfway. One day, grab your heels, push your hips forward, lift your chest up, head back. Maybe notice if you can see something from a different perspective in this posture. It can be an external thing like your ceiling or the wall, or it can be something internal like how the posture makes you feel. Change, put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. And this is really one of the reasons why I love 26-2 yoga, especially when I'm trying something new, like even if it's a new furniture piece, because the yoga is the same, you get to see how new things fit into your life. And right, like the yoga is kind of the control group. And then not only that, this yoga, I mean, on a literal level, gets us to shift perspective, right? Like you're looking at your ceiling right now. How often do you look at your ceiling? But on a maybe metaphorical level, I think yoga is also a wonderful opportunity to shift perspective if you would like to. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So these shifts in perspective, right, they're always an invitation, never an obligation. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside. So in the last posture, we looked up and back. In this posture, we're gonna literally go inward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. So rather than looking up and back, we're looking down and in. Slowly curl down, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So if you're ever just looking to view something from a new angle, whether it's your belly button from a new angle or, a person or like activity in your life, yoga is a really wonderful opportunity to shift perspective. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round your spine like a bunny, chin to chest, forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up, squeeze your heels together, lift your shoulders up, press your hips forward, stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, cut up last, turn around, Savasana. I've told this story before, but one time at my church is in Cleveland Park, it's an 100-year-old structure. Fun fact, I know some of you live in Cleveland Park, what is Uptown Theater was actually a rock quarry. Before it was that, if you look at the side, you can kind of notice that there's a lot of stones. So my church is actually built from the rock quarry that is now a historic theater, Uptown Theater. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. We'll do one set of head to knee with stretching, and I'll tell that story later. Right leg out, left leg in, arms over your head, stretch up. Turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Bend your right leg as much as you need to, touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. If it's easy to touch your knee and head together with a bent leg, keep going, see if you can straighten or even lock your leg. Bend elbows down, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down, let your spine realign and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left. Eventually, legs will straighten. Eventually, legs will lock. You can keep your knees bent at first, no problem. Fold forward like you're trying to hook your rib cage over your knees. Go down with a flat back. Notice if shoulders are rounding, roll the shoulders back and down, slide your chest forward instead. If your legs are straight, lock your legs and keep coming down. Stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, stay seated, spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee, right arm close behind you, left arm up and over. Grab left knee with left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you or lift it off the floor and wrap it behind you for half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs. I'll show you from the side. Bend your right leg on the floor. You're also welcome to keep your right leg straight out in front of you. Left arm behind you, right arm up and over. Grab a right knee with right hand, hand, heel, and knee all touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, left shoulder twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Try to keep right knee down, point your right toes, left foot down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So when I'd been going to my church for like over a year, right, I was fairly familiar with the structure. And then it was like children's time. And this little girl was talking about like what she liked about church. And she was like, I love this ceiling. And I looked up and the ceiling of our church was incredible. It's like, my church is congregational, it's Puritan, it is austere. It's not like a Catholic, beautiful
gorgeous church. I mean, it's pretty, but there's nothing fancy. And then I looked at the ceiling and I was like, oh my God, these beams, gorgeous ceiling. But I never looked at it, right? And it occurred to me, this little girl looked at it all the time because she was little, right? So when she's looking at adults, she's looking up, and then beyond the adults, right, she sees the ceiling. But I'd never thought to look up until she shared that perspective. And I really believe that yoga not only gives us like an alternate perspective on reality, but it gives us a playful, whimsical, almost childlike perspective on reality, right? On the real here, right? Like the real ceiling, that's a real thing, that's reality, but it gives us a new lease on life. So it gives us a new perspective, and it allows us to be playful in our bodies, even as we age, even when we don't have to look up at grown-ups. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So for me, at least, it's not just that it's a different perspective through yoga, it's that it's like a playful, joyful perspective as well, right? It's a little bit fun. Come to the middle of your mat for final breathing, Kapalabhati. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You're gonna exhale through your mouth and pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the inhale will happen automatically, but very subtly. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up nice and tall, chest up, shoulders down, and away we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs, and take a breath. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Final Savasana. I said close your eyes, but if you want, keep your eyes open, look up to the ceiling, right? Maybe you never look up to the ceiling. I don't, except when I practice yoga. Maybe you notice the underbelly of something in your apartment. Maybe you notice the underbelly of something more like internal as well, right? Take a slow inhale through your nose, just getting to know yourself a little bit better. Slow exhale through the nose, letting go of all of the things that you once were, but no longer are. Breathing into the present moment, letting go of any past conceptions. Inhale, exhale, and all is coming.